Scott Fisher here, and holy smokes, we got another box from Japan. We got another really rare guitar. I've never even seen a picture of this guitar before. Something I'm completely stoked about, and it's kind of fitting right into my obsession lately. So let's take a look. Whoa, what's going on here, guys? Well, first of all, my obsession lately has been one humbucker pickups with one knob. And you can see by this shape that this isn't your usual Charvel Super Strat, right? As a matter of fact, I have one of those right here. This is a fantastic Charvel. But what I did not have was a Les Paul one humbucker guitar. And that's what this is. But I'm telling you what, Gibson didn't make this. I don't know if Gibson would have ever made this guitar. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so excited about this. One knob, one Gibson-inspired knob here. We've got, the tailpiece and the bridge hanging out, gold-plated hardware. Don't know what the humbucker is. We're going to have to take it out of there and figure out what it is. Set neck, folks. Usually when you find a cool guitar like this from Japan, oftentimes it'll be a bolt-on neck. Let's go down to the headstock because I know you've been waiting for it. From the back side. That looks like Gibson, right? We got the open book thing going on here, but again, this is not a Gibson. Gold Goto hardware on there. Classy, classy, classy. What is it? Whew. W. W? What the heck is W? Well, I didn't know what W was either, but my buddy John, who is a Japanese guitar expert, when we were talking about this guitar, the way he explained it to me is this is most likely a West brand guitar from Japan. Now, West was actually a guitar store in Japan, like a chain of stores. And like Music Zoo would do today, where they commission some special guitars that are very unique for the shop. This is what West would do with the Japanese manufacturers. But I don't know if you've noticed, I've been doing a lot of talking and showing and talking about this pickup and this one knob and how excited I am about it and the gold hardware. Have you noticed like the big thing in the room right here? 24 frets. What? This is a 24 fret, one humbucker, one knob, Les Paul from Japan. Oh my God, dude, I'm so excited about this. I can't believe it. Completely unique. I mean, I'm gonna have to dig a little bit to see if Gibson actually ever produced something like this. But the other thing that makes it really cool and kind of really fun for me too, is that the back control cavity is just the little dot that would normally be here for maybe a three-way switch. But this is actually one knob underneath it. That's how you know it was purpose-built and wasn't, wasn't made after the fact, right? And the thing is I find 1H humbucker guitars all the time. Definitely been out there. And sometimes I'll find modified ones where people will have made them like this. But you can almost always tell because there's an extra little halo square where they filled it in with wood and epoxy, and they could see the little outline of where a pickup was. But since this was 24 frets, which means this fretboard's coming down very far, this is factory, guys. I see no evidence anywhere on this that this wasn't a factory one humbucker, a Les Paul, and in cream or in white, which is of course my obsession. Oh my God, we got a pair. What? I'm gonna have to find, a Telecaster that looks just like this, and on down the line. We got to stack them up here, but wow, I don't know where I would ever find this guitar. Again, I've never even seen a picture of this guitar anywhere on the internet. If anybody knows more about this, man, let me know. But in the meantime, I'm just hoping it's going to play. These strings look like they haven't been changed since the 90s or 80s. I don't know. I have some doubts. This knob is frozen solid. There's no adjusting that thing here. It's got to be lubricated and cleaned down. Also, the pegs, the adjusting for the bridge, I want it to get a little bit lower, but that's going to need a bit of lubing. The whole thing's going to have to be conditioned. But I just want to see if we can get some noise out of it right out of the box.
I can just tune it out. Slow it down.
Yes, man, we got noise. All right, let's start getting down inside this a little bit more, try to find out what's going on here. Let's check. check out the tailpiece first, if we got any stamping on there. Nothing on there. What about the bridge? There we go. Goto. All right, this thing's got to be Japan. Goto. Time for the big reveal. Will there be any marking on this? Well, we got braided wire, so you know it was a pretty quality pickup. And we have no marking on it. Could be a lot of things, folks. Could be a Maxon pickup. That's usually what might be in these, especially if they came from that Matsumoto factory era. Another awesome surprise in here is that this appears to be, you can see that line right there against the wall. It appears to be a mahogany body, perhaps, because that's a darker wood below, with a maple top on it that, of course, has been carved. Would not have expected that on this guitar, especially if it was going to be painted like that. Wow. Makes you wonder what the figuring of the maple would be under there, but I'm not going to go that far. We're leaving this thing as is. Wow, so cool. Based on the pots, this appears to be a 1990 made guitar, because those look like factory solder joints on there. September of 1990, according to my buddy John. Thanks, John. And our truss rod tells us that it looks like we got a maple neck with a rosewood fretboard. Tons of adjustability. Doesn't look like it's ever been gotten into, actually. There she is, all cleaned up and ready for the ball. Came out beautifully. I just love the little bit of player's wear that's on this. Somebody's definitely played it, but in remarkable shape, to be honest with you. I mean, the frets look particularly new on this thing. Let's see, we got a little chip on the nut here, a little chip up on the headstock there, but just lovely. Straight neck, truss rod looks like it's never been messed with. Action is low, still have plenty of room to adjust if we need to. And we got a little strap relocation thing here. God, why would they do that? I can't imagine it made such a difference in balance. Plus, it balances beautifully on the lap. I don't feel like it's neck heavy or bottom heavy. Sometimes Les Pauls feel like they're going to fall off my lap because I'm used to Strats, but I didn't really feel that with this. So stoked, man. One humbucker, one knob, 24 frets. Something about these one humbucker guitars, they just make you think differently about your playing because you don't have the distraction of a switch and other pickups. Some say they sound different. I don't know if I can really verify that. Maybe. I kind of feel like it does, but maybe it's a placebo effect or something like that. And you know I've been obsessed with them because here you go. Yeah, we got 3 more single humbucker, one knob guitars hanging out right there. Little Strat selection, which is why when I saw this, you gotta have it, man. It's like it's made for me. Let's see, we got a Bill Lawrence over here. It's a really rare guitar hanging out. Maybe I'll talk about that later. We got the Charvel Model 2 Strat head, factory Strat head on that Charvel. That's a really rare thing. Mostly they have the pointy headstocks. And then over here, we got the Fernandez version, another super duper guitar hanging out with the matching paint headstock. Anyway, just rad and happy to have the whole family together. I imagine I'm only going to keep one of those though, so it's going to be a battle to find out which one. But this, I think it's a keeper. How could I ever replace it?